Yes, people, welcome back to Normski TV and the What's Going On podcast. If you are new, please hit that like button, subscribe and share. On the road to 500. And also, I just want to say big up to everybody for getting me over the 400 subscriber mark last week. Really appreciate that. You know what I mean? It was a long time coming, but I'm over there now. So onwards and upwards to 500 and then 1K. That's our next thing. So yeah, big up. Yeah, big up, Aaron, man. What you saying, man? Big up to you, bro. Yeah, we are going to be talking all things football, the weekend games just gone. And obviously, Arsenal will be on the agenda. Believe it, it will be on the agenda tonight. And obviously all the other games and obviously all the stuff that's been going on with Man United, Chelsea, Liverpool, and who else is there? Tottenham. Yeah, Tottenham as well. You know what I mean? So listen, I'm going to stop chatting. I'm going to get Mr. Big D in.
Yes, sir.
What you saying, bro?
Yeah, I'm all right, man. I'm all right.
Yeah.
Time came very quickly.
Yeah. What's that you got in there? Is that your Chicago Bulls top or something?
No, this is Under Armour. This is you know the Rock Johnson.
Oh, okay, yes.
Yeah, so he has.
I saw just the top of the horn, so I just like,
yeah. So this is his collection with inside Under Armour.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got his own collection with Under Armour, so like a brand ambassador kind of thing.
Yeah. So Big D, man, how's your week been? Listen, I know, it's been difficult, obviously. Finding a good close friend of yours, and obviously, we spoke about it a couple of weeks ago. Well, listen, just take it away, mate. You know what I mean?
We finally laid Steve Lewinson to rest. So just shout out to the Lewinson family again. Condolences to them, his wife Renee as well. And so difficult moment, beautiful service. They're done proud. As we were talking about briefly in the chat, something quite unique, a proper production. Production as in terms of he's a music guy, a production guy, producer, songwriter, all of it, all reflected in that celebration of life service in North London.
Yeah. I haven't managed to see. I haven't managed to see it online yet. So
I think it's still on YouTube, Norm. I think
still on YouTube.
The link's still up. Yeah. They've done him proud, man.
Big loss to the music community. This guy played with some top people: Mick Hucknall, Simply Red.
Rhythmics, massive attack.
Massive attack. You know,
I mean, they were going for the list. Anita Baker. I was just like, I knew he did a lot. Yeah, it's more than even I imagined. Do you know what I mean? When it started reading off some and more, you know. There's I imagine a lot of celebrities in the house as well. People from TV and production and theatre and stuff. They were all there, man. It was like, full house as well, Norm.
Was it Roadblock?
Oh, mate, understatement. You know what I mean? But it was good to see. It was good to see. It turned out for him. They done him proud. The family done him proud. They really, and his siblings, Debbie, Peter, and Ian, did their separate tributes and stuff like that, plus other stuff, musical tributes. Some unbelievable soloists. It was just like, string orchestra.
I can imagine they had some top
two bands and string orchestra as well. Man on a double bass and all. I said, it was beautiful. Really,
he was good on that double. He was good on that double bass.
Yeah, he could play double bass, man. It was nice. Private burial that me and Sheena got invited to that, so we went to the private burial, which was very emotional, as you can imagine. You've been there, Norm. You know already. You've lost parents. You've lost a sibling. Not easy, man. Not easy when it's on you, and not easy when it's your people them either. It's an emotion that I've experienced in both ways of Just growing up with him. But yeah.
See, Junior, obviously.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Knew them guys as well. Yeah, listen,
Yeah,
RIP,
yeah.
RIP. To Steve Lewinson, great friend, musician, family man, everything. Do you know what I mean? So
man.
It
just makes put life into perspective.
Oh yeah, it does.
Live the life and be good to people.
Right. And sometimes sometimes football. All the nonsense that's going on in football.
Yeah.
Listen, man. You know what I mean? And there's people, loved ones around you. You know what I mean? That they come first. You know what I mean? Football's secondary. When it comes to things like this. You know what I'm saying? But listen, about RIP, man. RIP, man. RIP. But look, we're gonna keep
going, mate.
We're gonna go into the show, man. As you saw the agenda that I put into the chat. Not too sure whether JP or Hez is coming or Chile, the Tottenham boy, and obviously Kofi slot. We'll see what I go on. But either way, the show must go on, my friends. It must go on. It must go on. And listen, we're going to be looking at the Premier Review and player ratings. A little bit of ref watch. A little bit of controversy when it comes to Arsenal maybe getting that winner against Aston Villa to be ruled out for handball. And listen, to be honest, when I saw it on ref watch, it was a handball, but you still got some Arsenal fans screaming even up to this point. Listen, let's forget it now, because for me, it's not about the ref deciding a game for us. Arsenal should have wanted to put that game away, and we will talk about our game, my game, shall I say, when we come to that. So maybe there might have been some stuff in your game, but Kofi, you're not coming on, man. What's going on, man, bro? Listen, man, I'm gonna have to sack you, brother. I'm gonna have to sack you, man. But listen, it is what it is. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Yeah, big up, Leanne. What you say?
Yes, Lee, what you say, man?
Man. Yeah.
We can't TV, big up, man, guys.
We can't hold on to exactly, Aaron. We can't hold on to a 2-0 lead, mate. Yeah. And this is the narrative for when it comes to Arsenal. Yeah, we always want to blame the ref. We want to blame injuries. We want to blame this. We want to blame that. Now, finish your dinner. Yeah, finish your dinner. We will come on to Arsenal. Don't worry about that, bruv. No handball to me, but it was his efforts. So Junior, maybe you saw it different, because obviously when I first saw it, it hit his midriff. Yeah, but you only saw one angle. Yeah, so maybe that was the angle that you saw, June. But on
you see the way it came then. You see the way, it's almost like you caught here, then caught like here.
Yeah.
And I was like, and the thing is, that actually had the goalkeeper. He was going one way in it, and then he's like, couldn't get back. And I said,
and he looked a bit sheepish as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think if he had just acted normal, but he sort of looked around to say, did anyone see it?
Yeah.
And straight away, it's like, you know what the players are like. The opposition players are going to go to the ref and say, listen, you saw what he just did there, right? And that forces the ref to, okay, I'm going to have a look at that. And, VAR is VAR. Yeah, and 9 out of 10 times it goes to the screen.
And they're always changing it,
I know.
And ball thing, because the situation with Joe Linton, when the ball hit his hand, what they're basically saying is that if the ball directly hits his hand and it leads to a goal, then it's going to be ruled out, basically.
Right, yeah.
But if it sort of hits your hand and it goes to another player and they score, do you know what I mean? So is it first phase of play? Is it, what is it? I mean,
but and then does he get the assist for that?
What's a hammer?
You know what I mean? Yeah, right, exactly. Right, sometimes too many grey areas in those rules. But going back to VAR, 9 out of 10 times they're going to change his mind on it. Unfortunately, whether we agree with that, I mean, I think it's a positive for the game, but in the same breath, sometimes you see, like in the FA Cup. He's just like, you know what? Not all them teams have got VAR. So, switch the VAR off. It should be back to old school, linesman and the refs. Where if the ref's not sure, he goes and talks to the linesman. Linesman said, this is what I saw. This is how I see it. Tell me what he said. Okay, we're going to give him. So, it's a hard one, though, because you're chasing the title. You're chasing a title and you're saying, yo, come on, man.
No, absolutely, mate. Yeah, please, guys, hit the like button if you are new, please. On the road on the road to 500. So come on, people, hit the like button. And again, like to say big up to everybody that got me over the 400 mark. Really,
man, big up yourself,
man. Yeah, man. Listen, if it weren't for you guys, I mentioned you in my community.
That's what, mate.
So it's to say, you guys have been there from the beginning.
Yeah, man. I'll pull you up, man. You know the ones.
Yeah. VAR will always rob teams, no matter who they are. It's not actually the VAR, you know. It's the people. It's the people that's dealing with VAR. Big up Waffle, man. What you saying, man?
You have to remember, Junior, it's an interpretation of the people in the room at the time.
Yeah.
Yes, Jason Todd. So if the people watching the screen is saying, okay, we've looked at it, at all these, you know, they do. You see them get the lines out and all these kind of things. Obviously, more in terms of the offside when the offside ones are given. But with the handball thing, like you say, you can only look at the camera angles, and obviously speeding it down, as we well know, Norm, makes things look worse. It's a tackle, whatever. So in the handball, you say, he kind of. And the truth is, the way his body is, the ball at that speed, there's not much he can do about it. Maybe
but saying that though, it's the distance that the ball has had to travel. Well. So maybe they've looked at all of that assessment and said, well, if it was in close proximity. Do you know what I mean? Then, you know, that would be the case for if it was in the opposition box and say, when I say opposition box, say it was in our own box and the ball was hit directly at him. All right. So in that sense, then, would they have given it as a handball for a penalty?
Right, exactly. Yeah. And
So
that's where the consistency has to come in, because if that situation happens in the Arsenal box, then is it a penalty? When it's like handball wasn't a handball. Man United fans saying that. But Jason, this is what I'm saying. When the ball's coming in at speed, you have to. It's like it skims his chest onto his arm. Now, did he raise his arm
to adjust it?
Or to stabilize his body?
Yeah.
So it's it's I don't know, man. Let me get rid of crappy judgments too, in my opinion.
But it is what it is, man. It is.
And I suppose if you are an Arsenal fan, Jason, when you're chasing a title, you want that lot to go your way. You know what I mean? And again, because like let's not pretend that Villa are not a good team. So when you're up against a good team and you think we've got it, and then the game stops, and then once he does this, you know he's going to the screen.
Yeah.
And then
most cases, you say maybe 99% of the time, you know, it's going to be overturned. You know what I mean? It's like, so, look, it is what it is. We move, but as I said, and I said at the very beginning of this stream, that we should not be letting referees decide the fate of our games. There are too many games. I mean, Arsenal, right? You know, we have dropped from winning positions, 12 points. Right. So that means we've drawn 6 games from winning positions, And everybody want to say, you know, the Declan Rice thing, the Trossard, whatever. No, go use this, man.
Finish the games off, innit?
Finish the games off, man. And because of the way Arsenal are playing currently, you just don't know whether we're gonna see the game through. Last season, we were smashing teams, especially towards the end of last season, and then even the season before where we bottled the league, games were over in like half an hour. Do you know what I mean?
And I think that's the difference, Norm, is that there was a level.
I'm saying nobody wouldn't be crying about
because you're 3-0 up. You're 3 or 4-0 up, so it don't matter about this one VAR decision. And I think when you are in a title hunt, that really is a problem. That a team like Arsenal got to kill off these games. That way, like you say, this is a non-conversation for us. When I say it's not, we have the conversation. We're saying it didn't affect the game, but you know, it could have gone either way. And what you don't want to leave yourself in constant position, because at 2-0 down, in-game management, you make a few subs and you almost become a counter-attacking team. Suck up a bit of pressure and then get them on the counter-attack, score another one. And then now they're chasing shadows now because they're 3-0 down. But once they get an equaliser, then you know it's like everyone gets nervous. No one wants the ball.
I mean,
it becomes But
we're 2-0 up in that game, D. Yeah,
right. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, listen. While we're on the subject, let's just delve into it. You know, we go into that game. we end up, putting Thomas Partey at right back.
He said he had no choice, no.
That he could have. Listen, you had Kivior. You bought Kivior for 20 plus million. You don't trust him. So there you go. That's another waste of money there. You got Kieran Tierney on there, who can play as a centre back. Yeah,
right. Yeah.
Because what it does, and unfortunately in that game, the 2 goals came down to Thomas Partey. Now listen, the equaliser from Ollie Watkins. Yeah, you got to be aware of who's behind you.
Yeah, he just switched off, didn't he?
He switched off. So yes, I'll make people can tell him to say, but he's on. That's not his position. The problem is you could have kept Timber in that position and brought on either Kivior or played what's the name in there, Kieran Tierney in the centre back. But the problem is
he just don't fancy him though, does he? Tierney, you don't fancy him, does he?
No, he doesn't. He doesn't.
I actually rate him. I
I think he's a good player.
Yeah.
I mean, or even Rice. Yeah, even Rice. Rice has played centre back before. He was a centre back. Yeah, before he became a midfielder centre back. Yeah, but he's taken away that quality in the middle of the park, because what then that happens is one person gets injured or whatever, and then all of a sudden he starts to move the pack and everything's is disjointed. Yeah, you're bringing on Moreno, who for me, and I'll keep asking the question, what does this guy do? I have no idea. I don't know if he's a number 8. I don't know if he's a 10. I don't know if he's a 6. He hasn't got the legs to be a box-to-box. After time, he spends on the floor. Yeah. I mean, and so you bring him in, you spend 30 plus million on this guy, and he offers nothing. He offers nothing. And I hate this narrative. I keep hearing this narrative on, where people are saying, oh, we just have to wait for him to find his potential. The guy's 28. What do you mean?
It's too late for that, isn't it?
It's too late for that, man. Find his potential. The guy used to play for Newcastle. Why do you think they let him go? Because he's no good. He went to Real Sociedad. All right, and then he got hyped up because they rested Zubimendi, the guy that we linked with in the summer. Yeah,
right. Yeah,
he scored a goal in Euros, and all of a sudden everybody knows about this player, Ricardo Moreno. Well, we waited all the season for him to come in, only for Gabriel to bust up his shoulder, and so everybody's saying, well, we need to wait for him to come in, get used to the Premier League. You know what the Premier League is like.
Exactly.
You know what the Premier League is like. So you know what I mean. You've wasted money there. And you've wasted money on Calafiori because Calafiori is injured. I know they're back now training because they've sort of been training and that. And, guys, Mikel Arteta, the Samba man. See? I don't know if you saw it, man. I posted it on our WhatsApp.
No, I'm just trying to catch up. Just been
listen, brother.
My couple of days,
The man is playing Samba music, yeah. I saw Eduardo there, yeah. Now, man is playing Samba music, and he's basically turned around and said, right, that he needs to get the reason why he's playing the Samba music. I'm trying to find the exact words. I don't want to misquote myself, but essentially what he's saying is that to get the guy's spirits up. How about going and getting a striker about get this guy's spirits up? He does this stupid thing, the light bulb thing, the pickpocket thing.
Right? Yeah.
Gimmicks, pure gimmicks. This is what a manager that's desperate. Yeah, this is a manager that's desperate. Big up, Cinemas.
Big up, man.
Big up. Moreno, yet another player we're stuck with for 5 years, who has a bank average 150. Listen, it's wrong, bro. It's wrong. It's absolutely wrong. Yeah, round and round we go. Yeah, it's just literally a holding circle, mate. You know what I mean? You know when them players can't land.
Yeah, that's right. Just circle around Heathrow.
Rinse, man. I've got a washing machine over there. Rinse
and repeat.
It's the same thing. We keep making the same mistakes time and time. Yeah, every time. And we're frustrated. But, bro, there's a band of Arsenal fans out there, man, that are seeing through this mess. Yeah, I'm telling you, we're seeing through this mess. Yeah, and we're going to keep saying it. They think they're going to shut us up. Yeah, because they always want to make excuses for Arteta. This guy, 6 years in the job. Yeah, 6 years in the job. 6 years, 1 trophy. And by the way, 2 charity shields. Get out of here, man.
He's letting us know, man. He's letting us know. Put us on notice.
Man. Get out of here. Yeah, big up new names, old names in the chat. Yes. I'm just going through. If I'm not met this guy, Florinda Company greetings from Angola. Big up. People from Angola. Listen, if you have not subscribed people, hit the like button, my friends. Hit the like button. And let me say, I want to say another again. And every time I see a new person coming here, I want to say big thanks for getting me over 400 subscribers, man. And Big D, massive goes out to you, bro. You've been there. You've been there, man. Listen,
and
bro.
Yeah,
my sidekick, brother. You're my sidekick, man.
Co-driver. Just co-driving. You know what? No, left. Turn left,
man, listen, man is on a cruise, you know. Yeah, man is taking off his dinner jacket. So yeah, I just got to do a stream, yeah.
Them ones, you know the ones. Let's do it, man.
No, but I really respect, you know.
It's all good news.
And to Chile, to Kofi, so I know Kofi said he's decorated and all of that, you know what I mean. And Chile is probably still kicking up the dog somewhere, you know what I mean.
Man, like Chile, you know.
I heard Brazilian gal them sugar songs, yeah. Jason, me want Arteta and Robbie Yard. Oh, listen, man. Oh, Robbie,
funny brother.
Robbie.
Yeah.
Hey, Robbie, be serious, man. What?
He's fed up any our yard, man.
He's fed up, man. Yeah. No, hold these people accountable. Yeah, you need to hold these people accountable. Absolute joke, man. Hold these people accountable. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, almost like we've been here before. Koff, Mustafi Bellerin, Socrates, Kolasinac, Mkhitaryan. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Big up AFC. What you saying, bro?
Yes, Craig. Big up yourself, bro.
I see, Craig. I see you made a little debut on a show.
Is it
on Waffle TV? He did have his camera. Cool. I'm sure it was you. Yeah, but big up to you. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have to get you on my show, man. How you going on next man's show? We ain't coming on my show, bro. What you saying, man? What you saying? Right, Groundhog season, Groundhog Day it is, man. Groundhog Day, and it's listen, it's a complete mess at the moment. Big D with the way Arsenal are going. You know, we're linked with Matthew Cunha from was it Matthew Cunha from Wolverhampton?
Yeah. Now apparently you heard his manager speaking about his attitude in that last game.
Yeah, look, I mean that could be down. That could be down to the fact that they got slapped, right? So you know, I'm trying to say, is his head turned? We don't know. But is he? Yeah. The problem is that he's attacking forward. He's probably just maybe like another Jesus. Yeah. 10 goals, 4 assists. Is that going to get us over the line? No, it ain't. He ain't going to get us over the line. For real, he ain't going to get us over the line. You know, we're linked with Sesko. Apparently, he scored tonight. Against I can't remember who they're playing. Who are they playing tonight? Somebody put it in chat. I can't remember they're playing. I did see he did score. He was 1-0 up. And we're linked with him. We're trying to sort out his buyout clause. He's got I think a gentleman's agreement and a sum for 60 million buyout clause.
Right.
But if we go for him in this window, it might be a little bit more.
Remind me, who's he playing for again?
RB Leipzig.
Yeah, he scored in the 19th minute. Yeah, yes, they're still 1-0 up.
Who they playing? Again?
They are playing Sporting.
Sporting, that's right. Yeah,
playing Sporting. Yeah, so at home to Sporting. So
yeah.
So they're in the 52nd minute there. So let me just open.
It's mad. Yeah, man. Big up.
Yeah, that's nice, man.
Mate.
Everyone else is you got Shakhtar turning up against Brest, and then everybody else is kicking off at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. Yeah, we kick off. You guys.
I don't know. I think the team news will probably come out about 8.
Should come out soon. It's normally an hour before, and it norms.
Yeah, something like that.
Before. Yeah, so it should come out in the next couple of minutes.
So we'll see what's happening there. But yeah, D. So I don't know. What's your take? What's your take on the way Arsenal were going in the league, and you know, we don't seem to be serious. I mean, listen, you got Nottingham Forest looking to put in bids.
Yeah, you know and the thing is, they have money, you know, Norm.
Forest got money.
Forest got money. So I'm looking at Forest, and Forest do have a potential to do a Leicester. I mean, obviously it's a tall order because I think Liverpool's form has been pretty decent to say the least. So, but you can't sleep on Forest. Like you go to Forest and you're not turning them over at home. That's for sure.
No,
and they've been more than decent on the road. So it's a team that I think anyone in that top 6 currently now is looking at Forest and saying why are they here and why are they upsetting the apple cart? Because they are. They're playing some very good football.
They're also looking at Weezer as well from Brentford.
Yes, from Brentford. Yeah.
Yeah. So they listen, I'm sure Edu's in the background, and I know they're looking to break the record on Cunha. Yeah, they're looking to break the record on that. You know what I mean? So they ain't messing about, man. Yeah, because they're thinking we could probably secure top 4. Yeah. Can't see them going on the winning, but if they did, can you imagine, Big D, if they did? Bro.
That'd be scandalous, you know.
Scandalous.
Yeah, because then you're looking at Arteta sideways. You're looking at.
I've been looking at that guy sideways. I've been looking at the guy sideways from time.
I know, Norms. I feel your pain, bro.
Yeah, underground. Yeah, listen, Waffle. He's making them underground things, man. Yeah.
Is he on garden leave?
He's on garden leave still. Yeah, but listen, he's probably got that little burner phone.
He's on the payroll, isn't he? He's on the payroll.
He's got the burner phone out. Yo.
Exactly, mate. Probably got a box of burner phones. You know that once. Just make the call, snap the SIM, and
this phone will explode in 10 seconds.
Right, exactly.
There you go, man. So Ray in goal, Timber, Zinchenko, Gabriel, Kivior, Rice, Jorginho, Odegaard, Sterling, Martinelli.
Gets a nod, okay.
Interesting lineup.
So your front three of
Interesting lineup. Look at that again.
You see Kevia, he's the right back now.
Kivia's a centre back.
Centre back. Okay, so he's playing him and Gabriel in the middle. Oh yeah, Zinchenko at left back and Timber at right back.
All right, here we go. So I've got
Jorginho, Odegaard. Yeah, so you're going 4-3-3. Yeah, okay, cool.
Right, hold on. Yeah, so you got Martinelli. Yeah, so it's 4-3-3. So yeah, Kivior and Gabriel, Timber, Zinchenko at left back. Let me see who's got on the bench.
What do you think about Sterling, Norm? He's not offering much, is he?
No, man.
I actually feel a bit sorry for him.
Ain't nothing going on but the red man.
Yeah, I actually like him. I think he's a good lad. But
he's the best.
Arsenal need more than a good lad. They're trying to win a title.
100%.
You know what I mean?
100%. This guy,
that lineup.
The lineup is cooked. The lineup is bun up.
I don't know.
3 left-footed players in defence, you know.
I don't get that.
He hasn't got a clue.
Don't get that.
This man is clutching at straws, people. 3 left back: Kivior, Gabriel, and Zinchenko.
My ambassador, how you spoil us? My goodness.
Sterling. Let's see what. Listen, look, Dynamo Zagreb. Yeah. You know, they're not. They're just coming off a winter break. They're third in their league. They're sitting currently about 24th or 25th in the Champions League table. You know, they got slapped up by Bayern Munich 9-2. So if we don't do something tonight with this team, but you know what? They've got a manager in what's his name? Cavani, right? Bad boy defender, yeah. And he might just go in there and say, "Yo, you know what? You need to just play a low block and frustrate these guys." You know what I mean? Absolutely frustrate these guys. And listen, I predicted on Rashid's show last night. I said a 3-1. I went with 2-0. But then when I heard about their manager, he's taken over. You know what I mean? New manager bouts and all of that. I went 3-1. I still wanted that 2-goal cushion, but it could stink out the place. It could end up being a 1-1 draw. That's the most disgusting front three I've ever seen. It's not as
bad as ours, bro. Trust me on that one.
Oh man, 800 million down the drain. Arteta 8 winning nothing again, mate. Yeah, that's the B side. The A side is the adverts one. This is the B side.
But Norms, if nothing comes good this season, how does Arteta sell himself moving forward to the Arsenal fan base? Because
bro, I'll tell you how he sells himself. I'll tell you what he should do. He should turn around to the club, to the hierarchy, to the fans and said, "I've taken this team as far as I can."
Yeah. And say, he's not going to do it though, is he?
He ain't going to do it, mate, because he's on £15 million a year. Yeah.
I mean, that one is still lashing me, Norm. That's a lot of money.
Second highest paid manager, people. How is this man getting rewarded for coming second twice, botting in a league, and getting second highest paid? You know, he's getting more than Ancelotti.
Right.
Almost double what Ancelotti's getting.
At Real
Yes,
Madrid.
Calvin, we say, bro. Yes, so we say,
Calvin,
bro.
Yourself,
Go
man.
up to Yassa TV, man.
Yassa TV,
20,
big up yourself.
20 people in the building. If you have not hit that like button, hit the like button for me, people. Again, thank you for getting me over 400 subscribers. Really appreciate it, man. I feel sorry for Gabriel trying to hold down the defense. Listen, you know what is worrying about this as well, yeah? A lot of our players are playing in the red zone, yeah? Timber, who's I this guy's doing it, I don't know. ACL injury, coming back from that. Yeah. The Arteta is running these guys into the ground. Look, Saliba now is going to be out for 2 to 3 weeks. Yeah?
Is it?
Right? That's why he's not in the side tonight. He's not in the squad.
Yeah. You can't risk him for the running. You got to try and...
We don't know how long he's going to be out. Arteta reckons he's going to be back for the Man City game, which is February.
Is that your place, Mums?
Yeah, our place. Yeah.
That's a big game, bro. That's a big game.
It's a big game. Phase 6, Phase 1, rebuild project youth. Listen, man, I'm tired of this, man. Sky Sports News Live transfer said Arteta said. You see what I mean? Excited about the window. Yeah. You know, I know he was excited about the window because he was playing samba music down at the training ground. Yeah. Yeah. You know what I mean? Oh man, I've had enough, bro. You know what I mean? Had enough of this, man. And people are beginning to see the light, man. Their eyes are beginning to open because this guy cannot keep pulling the wool over our eyes. He can't keep pulling the wool over our eyes, people. I'm telling you. Yeah. Are we getting Cunha? Look, who knows? Yeah, and he's not even a striker, he's an attacking forward. Yeah, he's not even a striker. Yeah, he's got 10 goals in the league so far and 4 assists. Yeah. But that alone in itself is not going to get us over the line. Yeah.
But he can play across that front three, to be fair, though.
He can.
Even though he's not an out-and-out striker, but I think obviously the pressure that you guys put on Saka, and I think as well, you know, as much as everyone's Starboy, you give him credit for what he does. And so I think that element of creativity, I think you're really missing as well. Yeah, and just can you give you a level of that? Maybe he does. I think he scores more goals than assists.
Listen. You look at Odegaard, who's a creative midfielder. Yeah, 15 appearances for Arsenal. Yeah, 15 appearances. What was it? I think he's got. Was it 1 goal and 3 assists?
Yeah, it's not enough, is it?
It's not enough, mate. Yeah, and I think a lot of people will probably agree with me in the chat. He's more of a 8 than he's a 10.
Right.
Yeah? Whereas when I've watched Cunha, you know, and I've seen the way he plays, yeah, because he can play as a 10, yeah, he's powerful as well. Problem with Odegaard, he's not strong, he's weak, man, yeah. Not only weak physically, but weak mentally, because he's meant to be our captain. You're meant to be pulling us through games. Yeah. There was a TikTok video that was out last week. Or was it last week? Or early part of this week? Man has what? Nearly 18 shots, all of them missed over the bar, going wide. You've got to put them away, mate.
Because there was a season where he was very clinical. Yeah, that was last season or season before.
Yeah,
I remember.
15 goals. Yeah, he has to. The problem is what's happening. He has to drop deep. Yeah, especially when Partey plays in that right back position. Yeah, he's got. Let's go back to this. I mean, Jorginho, you know. What's wrong with not playing Partey tonight? Listen, we better win tonight. That's all I'm saying. We better win tonight.
Yeah.
Arteta riding the.
And you're home as well. Yeah, you're home as well, man.
Emery's team that won in the FA Cup, 800 million spent to come second twice. He has no real success or results for 15 million. But no, this guy's laughing, and then of course he's going to say that they're great. Yeah, his owners are great. Of course he's going to say that because he's the barrier for them. Do you know what I mean? He's protecting them. He's the barrier.
Oh
yeah. He's going to protect them to the hill. Do you know what I'm saying?
You also have to wonder with this contract extension for Arteta, like who just said throw 15 mil at him. I don't even see where that's come from though. You know what I mean? It's and like I say, he comes up empty-handed. Then I'm sure the shareholders and everybody else will be looking at it and going.
I mean, what do you think it would take to get rid of this guy? How do you see this guy? What will be his downfall? That's the question. What would be his downfall?
Well, I actually think now, if he drops out the top 4 and doesn't qualify for Champions League, I think, and not win the cup, I think they'd look at him and say, maybe we're going in another direction. Otherwise, he's got something on him. That's how I see that. Because in any other league, he's getting fired now.
100. There's no way after 5 years, finishing 8th twice, 5th, 2nd twice, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich,
you're gone.
Barcelona, you're gone.
You're gone. PSG, you're gone.
You're gone. They make out this guy to be like this guy's done something. This guy's got no management experience. He's doing his management experience. He's doing his work experience with Arsenal, mate. And this is where it's gone wrong from the start. Yeah, this is where it's gone wrong from the start, Big D. This is where it's gone wrong because the owners decide that, okay, we're going to bring this guy in. Yeah, big old Arsenal. You're telling me there's not managers out there that they could have got? They just want a yes man.
Yeah? But even listening to Ruben Amorim talk yesterday, what day it was, he's almost hinting at. He's actually saying it without saying. Obviously, he's not going to come out and say it. But the way he was talking was like, I know if I don't get some results, I know I'm not naive. So he didn't say I know I'm getting fired, but the way he said it was, I know. So and I think I was saying this. I was saying this on another chat because I got Liverpool fans coming at me left, right, and centre, trying to tell me about my opinion of my team. You don't watch your team like I watch my team, bro. Shut up. You know what I mean? I don't like that. I'm like, well, let
me just say something. Yeah, I don't know if it's the same for you, but definitely for our Arsenal. Yeah, these the ops. Will sort of say, for instance, like no, stick with Arteta. Yeah. But would you have Arteta? Yeah. Would you allow that? Would you allow your team? To come 2nd twice, 8th twice, and 5th? Would you allow that? No, you want better. Yeah, you want high standards. So the same standards that you want for your team, you need to hold the same standards for our team. Because your standards, that same standards for our team is low. Yeah, but you're saying that we must just stick with him. What is it about it? What hold has this guy got over people? Seriously?
Yeah. It's just, I think after last season, where we kind of came to the conclusion that there was a level of bottling here where it's like you were losing to way lesser teams and handling your business against the big teams. And it was like, yo, what is that? So like I never like to use the word bottling, but then everyone said, no, you have to use that word. Use that word, they bottled it.
Yeah.
Like, too harsh. Okay. But
they say it's too harsh. Come on, man. The thing as it is.
You see, when you're in the mix, it's like any sports. When it comes down to the final 2, we know it can go either way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so when you look at that, you say, well, I'm here in the final 2. It's like getting to the final of the tennis or whatever. I'm in the final. Now, if I have a nightmare in the final, I'll still be 6 men to get here or whatever, or 5 men to get here. And so I know obviously team sports is different. And that's where I look at that and say, the other night, you turn it up, in-game management. How do we manage this 2-0? How do we frustrate them and beat them on the counter-attack and go 3-0 up rather than they've conceded? Now we're trying to adjust. Panic. They concede again. It's 2-2. And now you're saying, how can I win the game at 2-2 when the game should have been won at 2-0 up? So this is what happens in football and what I call poor in-game management on Arteta's part. Because, you're clearly the better team, but not handling your business. So, it's poor for me.
Sorry about that. Yeah. So, Steve, just say that again because I was having conversations.
I'm saying when you're 2-0 up and you know what's at stake, you shuffle the pack a little bit. Even if you go slightly more defensive and become a counter-attacking team, you get that 3rd goal, you're nice.
Yeah.
And I don't get how often where teams almost just switch off when you're comfortable. Then suddenly there's a game that you could now lose because Villa could have won that game.
Yeah.
And then I'm just what? You're going to come out and blame the ball or the length of the grass or something.
Well, this is
some madness. It's like, bro, handle your business when you're up in front.
Yeah.
It's like any sport. It's like in basketball. A team, right? A good team dominates that team, and then for the last quarter, they take all their superstars off and play the bench for the last quarter of the game because the game's won.
You look at Aston Villa's bench and what they brought off the bench.
Yeah.
Right. Joe and Duran. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You had what's his name? Leon Bailey. These are proper, you know what I mean, bona fide players coming off the bench.
Right.
Yeah. That could change a game. All we could do was bring Raheem Sterling off. Now, my thing was this, when he made that change with Raheem Sterling and Gabriel, I was thinking, why are you doing that? Why not take off a defense, take off Moreno, and go for it now?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just done light for light. Gabriel was having a half decent game in that game, right?
Yeah,
he was having a half decent game. Play him.
He's just.
I mean,
and that's the thing. That's what I'm saying about the in-game management. That, like, what we're watching, you're thinking he's not watching what we're watching. Otherwise, he wouldn't have made that sub. And I say it's about my team all the time. I'm like, okay, I'm not sure why he made that sub. Because we need a goal. And it's he's got no hiding place now. He's got no hiding place.
He can't hide, but he's coming out with all these madness. He's doing all these craziness, man. And he's a guy that's void of ideas and out of ideas. Yeah. And when you start saying strange things, you got to ask yourself questions. Man United structure under Ineos better. Get structuring. Get some wing backs and tens. Tell us Sancho would be useful bodies for Amorim. We will touch on that. We'll come on these games. We are going to finish on the Arsenal point. Fraz says, big up Fraz. Didn't this Coleman say he couldn't play a left-footed centre back against Aston Villa, and now 3 days later Kivior's playing there? Make it make sense, people. This man speaks with forked tongue. Yeah, this guy speaks with forked tongue. This is what I'm trying to say. He contradicts what he does.
Yeah, this is the problem, Franz.
People will stick up. People will stick up for this. It's rubbish.
The levels of delusion with him, and then it's almost these guys need to actually sit and get recordings of their press conferences. So when the very next game they go and do what they said they can't do, play it back to them and say, "That's just what you said 3 days ago." In that press conference, thing about Arteta, I've been observing his press conferences. Yeah, this man has got selective hearing. Yeah, big time.
On 2 occasions, I don't know if you've seen it. Yeah, 2 occasions. I remember the second one clearly because the reporter said at the game, the Aston Villa game, he asked him and said, fans were crying out around you to go and get a striker. Yeah, there's frustrated fans in the stadium. Believe it or not, Arteta, there are some frustrated fans out there. Yeah. Right? Yeah. You're not going to pull the wool over their eyes. Right? And you put the question, when you put facts to people, they want to try and cover up, right? Yeah. And this is him. Sorry, what was that? And it's the way like you answered a stupid question. Yeah. And pretend that you couldn't hear him. And then
trying to mug him off, any.
Yeah, mug you off, basically. And he basically turned around and said, do you need strikers effectively? He said, no, I'm happy with what I've got. You're not happy, mate. You're not happy.
I don't know why he's lying.
You're not happy. I don't know what is you're on, but you're not happy. Stop lying. The proof is in the pudding. The comment from Fraz.
Yep.
Yeah? 3 days later, you're playing Kivior. You don't trust the players. He doesn't trust the players. Yeah? Don't trust the players and we don't trust you.
This is the players that he's brought in on as well. I think that's what is frustrating for your fan base.
31 players, Big D, 31 players this guy's brought in.
For that 800 mil?
31 players. And you tell me which players for you stand out. Don't forget Saliba.
Yeah.
He didn't bring in Martinelli. He brought in Gabriel. Gabriel Mangalese, definitely.
But see, Gabriel, he went out on loan, didn't he? Then he came back.
No, that's Saliba.
Saliba went back on the right. Yeah, Saliba. Yeah, I knew one of them went out on loan.
No, but what I'm trying to say, when he came, he sent Saliba out on loan for 2 seasons. Yeah?
Yeah.
Right? And look what Saliba was doing. Right?
Yeah.
31 players. And maybe you could probably count on one hand
half
decent players.
It's not good enough, is it?
So it's not good enough, mate.
And the thing is, there is a level. No, there's a level of understanding that sometimes you're going to get it wrong in the transfer window. Because I think we saw Alex Ferguson. We saw Pep do that. Like get a goalkeeper in and go, nah, man. I thought he's better than what I thought he was, or he's just not what we thought we were going to get out of him. And he did it with right backs as well and left backs. But City had that money. We hope they had that money. You know, I mean, we're still waiting for this 100.
But you know what? Just touching on that. Yeah, we digress a bit. Yeah, look, City, are addressing the problems. Yeah, because it's probably the worst start City's had in a long time. Right? What do? We knew it was coming. We knew that they were going to spend big in January. They've just bought 2 defenders. Yeah. And they're about to bring in Omar Marish. Yeah, from Frankfurt. Yeah, 13 goals, 7 assists, something like that. Can't remember exactly.
And let's not forget the Erling Haaland contract extension of 115 months. They're taking a P, mate. That's what they're doing. That's 2 things up to the FA, you know. They gave Erling a 115-month contract extension, made him the highest paid player, 500k a week. Come on, bro. That's terrible, Norm.
But I think they bust case, man. I think they bust case.
They do.
I know JP was probably not in, but they bust case, man.
Yeah, they do.
Let's face it. Why would you be signing? Listen,
and you're spending now in January, Norm. They're spending now in January.
Yeah, and they're going to spend again. They're going to spend again in the summer. Listen,
City don't care.
Listen. Arteta, Arsenal fans, please check your rearview mirrors, man. Yeah, they're only 6 points behind us, and in February, the first week in February, they're coming to play us. Yeah, they're coming to play us, mate. Yeah, right. And we don't get and sort out our striking situation and go, because I can only see us probably getting 1 player if we do, but at the moment, I can't see it happening. They're playing this samba music. Apparently, we're linked with this striker. I can't remember some from the Brazilian league. His surname is Jesus, but I can't pronounce his first name. Boga Foktu or something.
Man, you swear, brother.
I didn't swear there. I didn't swear there. There's no swearing on this channel. Listen, no, what I'm saying, I think it's something like 30 million. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they bring him in. Yeah, this guy hasn't really scored much. I mean, he was playing some league where he scored 40. I think it was in Saudi league. He scored 40 odd goals. In the current team he's playing in, I think he's only scored something like 3 or 4 goals.
This is how you destroy young players. You can't bring a man like that into Arsenal when Arsenal are in the hunt for a title. You got to go with some kind of proven.
That's why we're not. But D, that's what I'm saying. We're not serious. Yeah, we're not serious. We're not moving like a serious club. Yeah. Igor, Jesus. All right, thank you.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, right. So that's him. And
that's a lot of pressure on the kid. Because this is what we did with that Haaland guy.
Yeah, you could put some more info in there about him, his stats. I'd really appreciate that if you could do that, mate. But yeah, sorry, D.
No, it's exactly what we did with this Haaland kid. You bring him in, you give him a number 9 shirt and say, yeah, you're going to be our main man. What have you done in football to be the main man at Old Trafford? What have you done to be the main man at Emirates? You can't bring a guy like that into the Emirates, Norm. Not when you guys are in the mix to win a title.
Yeah, we're not. That's
serious. A foolishness. That's a foolishness. No, don't do that.
We're not serious.
If you bring them in to learn off a senior striker, so you're bringing 2 strikers in, then I'm cool with that. So this kid can come and learn off whoever is the senior guy coming in.
We got the chance. Yeah, we got the chance to what's the name? Trigger Gokka is release clause. Osherman's release clause.
How much is one? 65 mil.
Osherman's is that, Gokka is 80 something mil.
80 something.
Because if you do it in the summer, they've got a gentleman's agreement for 60 mil or something like that. Yeah, is there? Put the money down. Yeah, we're apparently we're not sailing near to PSR. So if that's the case, then do it.
So that means that means you can go out and get a gunman.
Yeah, but he's frightened of getting a gunman. That's the problem. He's frightened of doing that.
Makes no sense.
Why are you getting in projects? We're not a project no more. Right. 5 years in, we're into.
There's no more phases, Norm. He's run out of phases, you know.
Phases done.
He's there. He's run out of phases.
Phases done.
Phases, yeah.
Because I know what's going to happen, yeah. Because especially if those don't work. We're hearing it in chats, we're hearing it in social media.
Yeah.
Arsenal will have to go and do another rebuild on a build. Rebuild to rebuild again. Absolute joke.
Go Chris, just equalise, Mom.
Well, there you go.
Gunman. I think what Junior's saying there. Yeah. So 1-1.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1-1 in that game.
There's two strikers they're playing. Yeah.
Yeah, they just scored again.
At least get one of them.
Just scored again. 2-1, mate. Who
scored it?
Oh, Yashiv Paulson.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Is a Pender playing? I wonder if he's playing.
I don't know. Is that someone you guys looking at, Norm? Yeah.
No. He hasn't really done. He hasn't scored much in the
literally, Gokaras
84 million.
And 3 minutes later, this guy gets him back in front again.
Yeah.
So RB beating Sport.
84 million. Phase failure. That's it. Phase failure. That's what we're in. Phase failure.
Phase 6 is the sack.
Phase 6 is the sack. big up. Go and subscribe to this guy, people.
Yeah. But Arsenal X-rated TV. This is the problem. That contract extension. You think them owners are going to give him that money to walk away into the sunset with if they fire him? Because now he's got that new contract. Is this is 15 million a season right now? 15
million a season.
That's an NFL or a basketball contract, Bridget.
300 grand a week. He's on more than the players. This man controls Arsenal, people. Yeah, he controls Arsenal.
You know, he has Alex Ferguson status now. In terms of everything comes through me. No one gets paid more than me. If I say Normski and Big DF to go, I want them gone.
Yeah.
When you pay them that kind of money, you give him the keys to the whole kingdom, even to lock up the car park if he chooses to. That is crazy, Norm, because now he's not going anywhere, Norm. Not on that contract.
Of course he's not. And I think that's the reality. We know this, yeah? And I'm going to say this, people, yeah? For the record, I'm going to say this, right? I want to be proved wrong. Big D, exactly. I want to be proved wrong. I want people to come and go, I told you he was going to do it. Great, because you know what it means? It's a win-win. Exactly. People, it's a win-win. He's done it. Go and get a stat. Let me tell you something, yeah? Right? If he had won the Premiership last season or the season before, that guy would have had a statue out there. Yeah,
exactly.
Right? One, because the fact that he was inexperienced and he's gone and taken this great club and taken on Man City. But we know for a fact that this guy has not got the experience, he has not got the minerals, to get this great club over the line, mate. I'm telling you, we shoot ourselves in the foot at every single early. It's the same old. When we're meant to do, we don't do. When we must, we didn't must.
I thought you would say it. When we must, we didn't must.
Yeah, so here we go. Thanks for this, sentiments. He got stats, So he's Botafogo. So that's the team that he played for. 22 games, 5 goals, 3 assists in the league.
So he's not,
he's not prolific.
He's not putting up trees, is he?
You know what I mean? It's just going to be another. It's just going to be another project.
And when he comes to you, he's expected to pull up trees because you're on a mission.
And there's an expectation.
You're in the mix. Plus as well in Champions League. You're in a good Champions League position as well. So it's not like there's nothing to play for. There's plenty to play for. This is why you just got to bring in a gunman. Spend the money now. This is how I see. Because in the summer, bare teams are going to go after the guys that you're looking at now.
100.
And those teams may not be able to do that business in January. So do the business. I don't get when you're in the hunt like that. We're not in the hunt. So if we don't bring a striker in, I can kind of get it to a point. But I'd like to see Ruben Gibbons something. But you guys are in the hunt.
Yeah.
You're in the hunt. League, Champions League. Yeah. Bring in the gunman and see what. Now, if the gunman comes in and it's still failure, then you look at the whole big picture then and say, okay, we got something wrong because we brought in the clinical striker who's got his goals and we still don't get over the line. But if you don't do it, it's still what if?
Yeah,
so
that's what it's going to be. What if? The problem is that you got fans, well, listen. The thing about it, Man United are kind of through a bit of a thing, and that's going to nicely segue into your section, before we just finish with the Arsenal section. All I'm just saying to Arteta, go and do what you're meant to do. Go and get the proper striker that you need to do. Yeah, go and spend the money and stop waffling in press conferences, and confusing the hell out of people. I'm telling you. Stop confusing us. Yeah? Stop confusing us, man, and just go and do it. Stop speaking with forked tongue. Yeah? And go and do the business. It's as simple as. That's all we ask. Yeah?
Because the truth is now, though,
everything's we're looking at that player, you know what I mean? We're just gonna see if he's the right profile and that, just make sure he's got 2 legs and a head and 2 arms. Yeah.
So Norm, who with Arteta is looking at transfers? Obviously with Edu's gone.
Bro, listen, so this guy, Jason A2, he's meant to be, and everybody's bigging him up.
Yeah.
Why? We haven't brought anybody in.
Yeah.
So
exactly. Go do something.
How is everybody bringing him up?
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah, go do something. Then there's a conversation, isn't it, Norm, at the end of the day?
Yeah, no.
And that's how I see it. He goes and gets a striker, and you guys overhaul Liverpool and win the title. There's nothing else to be said.
That's it.
But you can't keep telling me that Jesus and Havertz are it. If you fail again, well, they can't fire me. They just give me a new contract.
Just to finish on this section, internal solutions, yeah. As Arsenal X-Rated said, it sounds like an IT company, yeah. Internal solutions, people.
You know that one's
LTD, LT, whatever, limited, yeah. If you want internal solutions, we got our man, yeah, Jason A2 doing diddly squat. Internal solutions. The internal solutions now we're hearing.
Yeah.
That, bro, we might have to bring back Fabio Vieira.
From where?
From Porto on loan.
Oh,
we might have to bring back Reece Nelson. Fabio Vieira. Are you having a bubble? This guy I think he made 33 appearances since he's joined our club. The guy has made 33 appearances for our club and scored 2 goals, I think.
2 goals. Yeah, come on, man.
Yeah, he's meant to be. He plays. The problem is he's a number 10. When he plays for Porto, he plays a 10. What does Arteta do? Plays him as a right wing. He's not big and he's not strong and he's not quick. Yeah. This was 2 seasons ago. He wasn't deemed good enough, so he sends him on loan. Now he's probably thinking of bringing him back because Arteta keeps coming out and saying, "Oh, I've just realised that we're short." You knew that all the while, but you didn't do nothing about it. You know what I mean? Man. And the mad thing about it, he says this out, and he thinks that there's not fans out there that are going to react to this.
Right?
Are they real? Mate, is your Windows or Mac broken?
You know the one. Suffering with virus.
No further. Contact Internal Solutions for free quote today. I talk about free quotes. We might even get some free transfers as well. You never know, people. You never know, bro. I don't.
Because the thing is, right, Norm. Like this is the other option. Bring a striker in on loan. Because everyone seems to be pulling this on loan with no obligation to buy. If he comes in and hits the ground running, you just buy him, innit? I just because I'm looking at my guys, the same thing. If you can't get everything off the line, loan some better players, loan some wing backs to the end of the season. Just steady the ship a little bit. Don't be playing defenders as wing backs because that's not it. That's not it because it makes us too defensive and completely deletes our creativity. It's just like. I can see that as the fan, and you're the same way. You say, get me a clinical striker. We can't afford that one. Okay, get him on loan, pay half his salary, no obligation to buy, or an obligation to buy, depending on how the deal is brokered. But it's like, nah, you can't rely on these 2. Jesus and you can't rely on these 2, man.
Bro,
come on, man.
Evidently, I mean, Jesus, he always gets injured. I had a little small purple patch against Crystal Palace. But listen, at the end of the day, he's now injured, out for the rest of the season, and it is what it is. Let's move on nicely to the Man United section because obviously I want to go and see the Dynamos. And this one here, Big D, Big Ange. I'm going to just get your thoughts on both managers because they're kind of in the same boat. Big Ange and Ruben sticking to their principles, even though it could be detrimental to their respective clubs. Are they right? And let me just quickly do this. D, what do you make of this, mate?
Now, this statement, this is what he's saying. He's saying that that the media are said that the media that wanted to listen to him are no longer listening, because he said in this statement he's including himself. It's not just about the team. He's saying, me as the manager trying to guide this team into some kind of decency. Maybe he said it maybe or might be. It was, let's say might they. I'm sure he said maybe the worst team in United history. So he's including himself as, I'm maybe the worst manager in United history as well, along with this team that I'm trying to guide. So he's not being delusional, Norm. And that's what he said in the conference today. He said, it's almost like you guys want me to set up here and just lie, and you're still going to cook me anyway. Apparently he was kicking down tables and busting up.
I heard that he bust up a TV.
Yeah, apparently he punched it. Allegedly.
Yeah.
I said, what? And so you can see in the conference, one of that, I can't remember which hand it is now. You can see that looked a bit bruised there. Like he might have hurt himself a little bit, but he's saying he's frustrated. He said he's not scared because I'm frustrated, because he's had a bit of time to work on the pitch with them, Norm. And they're switching off. They're having bozo moments. You're looking at Delo. Yes, Delo's being played out of position, but Delo's not on 15k a week. So this is what he said. I remember when he first came in, and you guys won't remember this. He said the only positions I did not play as a player was in goal and as centre forward. After that, I covered every position my manager needed me to do. I adjusted my game and played at central midfield, played at right, left back, centre back, on the wing. He said only goalkeeping and attacking. I said to him, I can't be in goal. I'm not prolific, so don't put me up front. And he's saying, when I'm asking you to do a job and you just keep switching off, then I'm like, until I get the money to not have you as my main option, you're my main option in that position. So I'm looking at the goals. I mean,
Dave, can I just flip you back, because I said it in our chat, right? It took up until the 84th minute for Ahmad, or the Ivorian Messi, as like to say, to save your bacon, right, in the Southampton game, because mate, they're the brother, right, on that left hand side that was cooking. If he could finish,
no end product, but he was cooking.
He was cooking. He was roasting.
He had
who was he had in his back pocket?
What's the name?
Was it Dalot?
Leonard. I'll call him Leonard now because he got cooked like a Leonard. Everyone calls him Lenny, but he got cooked like a Leonard. Now, says any Leonards in the chat, I do apologize.
You roast more like you roast, mate.
This man put this brother on brown bread toast with avocado and poached eggs, and took his time to eat it as well. It was wild, no. Maybe he needed that baptism of fire. He got it.
Yeah,
he got it. I'm trying to remember the guy's name. I should have got the game.
I'll find his name. I'll get it.
He had the small twists.
Yeah,
Norms. He flamed Leonard so many times that I was like, just sub him. In the end, he did. He put Harry back on in the end, and then his
name is Camel Dean.
Yeah. But this is what happened in the end, right? It got so bad that the lit went through him. So he skinned. Yeah, Leonard. Yeah, he's a Leonard at the moment, man. I can't even Leonard him. He's a Leonard. Listen, big up yourself, my guy. Appreciate you dropping in, yeah, man. But there was a point where the lit goes through him, Norm. So he skins Leonard, and the lit just bam. Said, nah, stop that. You ain't doing that anymore. And I thought it was too late. This should have happened maybe after the third time he skinned him. That another defender just went in and said, right, bro, this is how you tackle a winger that wants to showboat like that. Let him know you're here. So, listen, this is a 19-year-old kid, Norm. I'm not going to really go after him like that. I'm running jokes with a Leonard, by the way, people. I'm not disrespecting him, you know what I mean? But, yeah, he got handled like a Leonard, man. It was like, jeez, brother, come on, man. But I get it. He's got to learn. He's a young kid. He's got to learn.
Yeah.
The potential is there. So I'm not worried about him because, he'll figure that out. Like, basically, this was welcome to the Premier League. And to be fair to the manager, he's been kind of protecting him with the cameos. After the injury, obviously, he's not been starting him. So this was his first start because Harry was carrying a knock. So they switched it up a little bit. And I think he wished he was coming off the bench because the way he got flamed, it was like, brother, I'm feeling bad for you. Yeah.
After that game, listen, again, he's your star boy, getting a hat trick.
But these were the red flags as well.
Finally, he didn't play well in that game. That was the crazy thing about it. He didn't play well in that game.
He had this was the thing. Everyone said he didn't play well, but this was happening. He's getting doubled up every single time now.
Like Saka.
So if he's getting doubled, if he's getting doubled up because that's who they fear, that means somebody's open, right? So at one point, I see 3 defenders go towards Ahmad, and I say, "What is going on here?" And I'm thinking these men want to cripple him because they know that you take out that threat. There's nothing else. No one else is creating, and it shows you how poor we are now. Where you have to remember, Ahmad went out on loan twice before he even broke into that squad. Ten Hag wouldn't even give him many minutes. It's Ruben that's giving him minutes now. So this kid's earned his stripes. So at least you give him a nod and say he can have a little bit of a bad one. And when I say it's a bad one, because Jason said Diaz casting him up to that point, and I'll say JP, man, he's getting doubled, sometimes triple teamed because he's the only threat. So you eliminate him, we offer nothing on because you're not getting anything from the strikers. You've got Bruno in that 10. I don't want to see Bruno there, Norms, because the moment you put Bruno back in the double pivot, basically Bruno, if he's going to start Kevin Mino, Bruno and Mano need to change spots. Play Mino in the left 10, have Bruno and Ugarte, because Ugarte, he's gassed out, Norm. Yeah. Because what happens is Mino doesn't like to sit like that. He wants to get involved. So we're playing with 1-6 again. Yeah. Because
he doesn't come back. He doesn't come back.
And so you're looking at Ugarte.
Wait, are you going with that thing where you're leaving that gap?
Again, it started to happen again,
Yeah, it started to happen again.
And so
it's about discipline. It's about discipline.
Yeah, and so what I'm saying, he's being misprofiled. We did this with Paul Pogba now. Pogba wasn't a 6. They're very similar in their profiles, him and Mainu. Don't have them sitting in the 6. They're going to hurt us. And that's what we're seeing, wide open. And then because you've got, I think I said it earlier, you've got 2 defenders playing as wing backs. It don't work.
No, that's the thing I was going to say. These defenders,
so they can't at the back, really.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's what I'm saying. But these defenders playing as wing backs, they can't actually. They're not very good.
They're not very creative. Yeah.
And that's the problem.
So that's not his fault because basically he don't trust Anthony.
Well, he's off to Betis now. He's off to
Betis. I think that should be done now.
I think it's done on loan. What about Garnacho as well?
On loan with no obligation, right? Garnacho. He Garnacho, right? Because the manager humbled him.
Chelsea, mate. Chelsea.
You know what? I think we owe Chelsea one after what they did with Mason Mount stitch up. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
What's
this? To be honest, Big D, Bruno, Ahmad, and Maguire have been. I'm not gonna lie. Sure. Luke Shaw's definitely done, but what's the name has really sort of.
Maggie's been all right,
Yeah.
But I always said to you when Ruben came in, remember I said to you, he has to stay. He's comfortable in the back three.
And I think are they triggering the extra year? I think
they have. Yeah, they've done it for Maggie. But this is the problem. The other day, and this is where you always question his pace, because the second goal, Maggie is keeping them on side. Everyone else pushes up, and he's way beyond. So when the ball comes over, everyone's saying, "Oh, Maserati didn't react."
Oh, yeah, because
Harry played him on side.
Ah, right. Okay,
Harry played him on side. So Maserati's playing catch up because he's thinking, he's not looking to say, "Oh, we're all up," because he's just seen that red shirt over his shoulder, and he's assuming that we're all up. Harry's playing the central of the 3,
right?
So Harry's got to call that.
Yeah.
If he's lagging, he's got to say, "I'm lagging." He's got to do some heads up. When the ball comes, I said,
Yeah. That's crazy. That's crazy,
and
man.
What can he do? Pull him down? You remember, Masrad playing way too much football, a bit like Ugarte. I think them two are playing a lot of football, and you're seeing it a little bit now. Their legs look heavy.
Starting to go, they're starting. Yeah.
So
especially on that Manchester pitch, you know what I mean? It's a heavy pitch.
Listen,
plus all the rats running around as well, Big D.
It was Nuruddin was saying you actually saw the rat running up the sideline.
Yeah.
In the game while the game was happening.
Was that Bruno?
Yeah, so I said it was Bruno, didn't I?
Sorry.
And so I look at it and say, every time he changes it, the manager puts Bruno back into the 6, we look a little bit more solid. But they're mugging him off now. And this is why he won't change the tactics.
Well, this is the thing. That's the question I asked. As him sticking to his principles and that, could it be detrimental? Because Thingy has come out, Carragher's come out, and I know you. I know you don't respect Carragher's views, and a number of pundits come out and said like maybe that he just need to. Pep had to adapt. He says whilst he hasn't got the players, then maybe Ruben needs to adapt. But he said I'm sticking by this, and he said yes. If it's tongue in cheek, we don't know if it's tongue in cheek. What Carragher was saying is that maybe he shouldn't have said that because how the players are going to feel. Do you know what I mean? Is it the worst Man United side that you've seen, bro?
But no, he's putting himself in it. That's what he's saying. He said, I'm talking about me as well. Not just these guys that I'm trying to perform. I'm not performing because I'm not getting them winning. And so he's prepared to die on his sword because I think there was promises made to him by Ineos, right?
Yeah.
And he's watching them sit on their hands and saying, figure it out. So I actually think he's prepared to get fired now. He's prepared to get fired. No,
just to let you know, so you're sitting 13th, yeah?
Yeah. And what we minus?
Minus 5. You've lost 10 games.
Minus 5 now, no?
Let me just double check that one. Boy. You do not like to get away with it. So basically, you've won 7 games, drawn 5, and lost 10. Yeah,
lost 10. And so for the season or on him? That's for the season.
So this is for the season because remember,
right? So you got to put Eric Ten Hag. But see what Press are doing now? They're trying to put Eric Ten Hag's losses onto Ruben. So
I know. Yeah, that's out of order. That's out of order.
Manchester United have lost these amount of games.
I'm gonna go. Yeah,
exactly, Calvin.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Right. I'm gonna go.
Calvin, he's actually got 8 tattooed on his left arm, I think it is. Yeah, captain's armband goes on your left arm, doesn't it? Yeah, he's got number 8 tattooed on his arm, Calvin.
So, Big D, I'm going to go back to the 10 games back, yeah? So that takes us back to the 1st of December, all right? Right. So 10 games, that's 30 points, yeah? That you can accumulate.
Premier League.
Yeah, right? So I'm going to take you back. So without you looking at the thingy, yeah? All right?
Yeah.
How many points do you think you've accumulated from the 1st of December up until January the 19th, which is like a month and a half? 30 points.
30. I think it's about 10 now, 10 or 11. I think
10.
Yeah. Because I'm thinking about. I think it's 2 wins, draw.
Yeah. And you know that you've lost more home games than you have away games.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. The fans are walking out now.
It's crazy.
The fans are walking out.
Crazy. Another one there.
And all sorts.
Another one there. Tottenham, right? Since Tottenham is in there because Ange wants to play.
Yeah, it's the same mix, isn't he?
High line, mate. High line. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And he said same thing. He's sticking to his principles.
Yeah,
he did adapt in a couple of games, but more so than ever, he does, go and he's running these guys into the ground because man, they're coming off with all crazy injuries. Yeah.
He
said he's going to stick.
They are proper riddled, aren't they?
Right, proper. I mean, they've got the highest. I think the highest in the league. I think they're up there or second, something like that. But since the 1st of December, Big D, up until the same point, how many points do you think Tottenham have accumulated out of 30 points?
I think it's about 9, isn't it? No,
5.
I thought it was 9 for some reason. 8 or 9 in my head.
5 points.
But 5 points. But you see the narrative though. You see, but you see the narrative though, Norm.
Yeah.
Like they're coming for Ruben. Are they coming for Ange?
Well, this is it. But listen, we know Chili's thoughts on Ange. He wants him out.
Chili wants him gone.
He wants him out because you know what I mean. How can you big up Black Solution, man? The best Man United.
Yes, brother.
He's trolling you, my friend.
That's whoa. Wow, you know what? This is the truth, though.
Please hit the like button, people. Please.
The truth is that the team has put themselves in a position to be clowned and to be trolled.
Yeah,
simple. Because for me, right, I'm like, just have some pride in the badge.
Yeah.
When you put the shirt on, make sure it fits, kiss the badge.
Yeah.
And you literally limp off that pitch after 94 minutes or whatever it is, extra time. But if I see you with a slight smirk on your face like you're smiling, after being discussed on the pitch, you need a punch in the nose, mate. I'm not a violent person, people, but I'm punching you in your nose if you're smoking like you did something. And I watched so many individual mistakes as well, Norm. So which tells me that, one, you're way too nervous to play at home. Two, if you can't play on the lights at Old Trafford, that's not the team for you.
Yeah.
Simple, isn't it? And that goes for any big club. That's the same as your club. If a player has to go and throw up before he gets on the pitch at the Emirates, this club's not for you, my friend. Because your nerves will have you make. I mean, I'm looking at, and I love Onana, you know. I like the black brother because he's a nice guy. But what is it? 17 mistakes.
He's got soft hands.
No,
you need hands.
I talked about. As I was driving through the night last night, my brother called me about midnight. He called me, and we was on about Onana, and he said that he thinks Onana might have an issue like David James, where he's addicted to something, where he don't sleep well at night, and then he's always going to have that lack of focus in a big game where he just switches off because he actually saves the ball. And it's like he just pushes it back out again. You're like, bro, how does that ball not stick to your big old hands with them big old gloves on the floor? It's just like, brother.
And even the second goal, he just stands there. Dude, make a move to something. Do something, man.
So for me, and I think Ruben's got to be cruel to be kind. I think the backup goalkeeper, for his heroics in the cup, needs to get a run again. Just give him 5 games, man. It is what it is. Because, you can't have him torpedo in the season like that. Because that's 2 goalkeeping mistakes. Dallo sending a left-footed player, rather than you send him down the wing and force him to cross on his weak foot, you give him the in-swinging cross. Yeah. Dallo, what are you doing, bro? You've got to show him. This is defending 101 when you're at not in junior school. Okay, I'm going to say first year of secondary school to get the football team. These are the things you're taught. Send the winger down the wing. Don't let him cut in and swing the ball to goal. The ball has to be swinging away from the goal. The cross has to be going away from the goal because you've sent it down the line. And I just think,
I mean, I'm just looking at the table. I mean, D, I mean, you know, you're what 10th? Let me put it this way, right? You're 9 points behind 10th position.
9 points, so there's a real gap there.
Yeah, and if Fulham go and win, Fulham go and win their game and you lose your game, that could be 10 points.
Well, no, the form is relegation form, isn't it? Or relegation battle form.
You look at Tottenham. I mean, Tottenham have lost 12 games.
Yeah,
12 games, mate, and
we're already in January.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
12 games, man. That's unreal.
It's not good reading. I mean, people are saying, well, we could go and scumbag it and win the Europa League. Oh, not on that form.
No,
not on that form. There's always when you get to the meat of these European tournaments, the teams that are left are no mugs. So you can't go into bad form, even though the form hasn't been atrocious in Europa. I just think that the Premier League form will spill over to just expose us when push comes to shove. So to win that, I think it's a tall order. And that's obviously that's the only way we're getting the Champions League is to win that. FA Cup, anything can happen in the cup.
I mean, you're the whole.
This is what I'm saying to Liverpool fans. Don't look at Ten Hag winning 2 cups. We literally scumbagged our way to them 2 cups, and then played a City team that was on the lash for a whole week. They weren't even bothered because they just done a 4-peat.
Yeah,
you can have it, mate. You can have the FA Cup, which is a 4-peat, mate.
I'll tell you what, D. I'm worried about Man City. Because as I said, they've gone and spent nearly 130 plus million.
Pep.
You know what I mean?
Pep's a criminal, you don't know. He's a criminal.
You know what I mean? 2 young defenders, you know,
open the checkbook.
And another attacking forward. You know what I mean?
Because to be fair though, to Pep, he didn't replace the backup striker there that was back up to Haaland last season. Alvarez, yeah. I never got that. I didn't get that move at all.
We was linked with this Omar guy. Why could we get him? Why could we got him?
Yeah.
We you know, as I said, this internal solutions, man, we just ain't figured it out yet. Yeah? The internal solutions is Fabio Vieira and Reece Nelson, by the looks of it, and Mark Wennes. Yeah,
just bringing them back.
Listen.
So this tells me
who's to know
that the money you're thinking is there to spend. Maybe they gave it all in his new contract. Because I don't actually get that.
Probably.
And does his contract also gets involved in the PSR, doesn't it?
I don't
As
know.
in a manager contract,
I'm
or is
not
that
too
separate?
sure, you know.
Is that just a play?
You know what? I've never thought of that. People in the chat, you might be a bit more clued up in this. Does Arteta's contract, does that affect PSR, financial fair play? I would think so.
Think it might,
if the club is paying through the books, then I'd assume it does.
Yeah, because unless they're getting your kid, Adidas, said it, no, Adidas.
Yes.
Your current kid, unless the Adidas money is just using the Adidas money to pay him,
who
so
knows?
That way it's not on the club books. Because remember, Ed was breaking this down a little bit. That sometimes they would do that. So Nike gonna give you the second half of that check, and that way it keeps PSR in a better position, not to get mugged up. But then I was watching Citeh and them earlier and Ransom, and they were saying that the clubs can just pay the fine. They can break the PSR, bring players in, PSR, and just pay the fine.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I didn't know that was a thing. I know in America.
What? Without getting points deducted?
Well, that's the thing. Because someone said, I'll just take the 3-point deduction.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why would you? There's too much money to lose in the Premier League to get.
I mean, you see, the funny thing is, Nottingham Forest took that risk and it's paid off.
Yeah.
And it's paid off. Because look where they are
and
now.
I think that's what they're saying. That Forest did it and just paid it.
Yeah.
But you've got to be far away from relegation to pull that stunt, I think. And we're on relegation form. So I wouldn't want us to just take a 3 or 6 point deduction and put us in the mix there and suddenly we're relegated. People said, I heard someone say, if we get relegated, then the Glazers will sell the club. I'm like, is that what we're doing now? That's desperate. That's terrible. I don't want to get relegated, no. I'm sorry, but no, I don't.
But just to conclude this, and so we can look at the
look at our tables,
the tables and stuff. The what's going on prediction league table and the fantasy prediction league table. What should both managers do? Should they stick to their principles at the detriment of the club, or should they change and make sure that they're not in a relegation battle?
Well, if I look at United, this current crop of players have been bad in the 4-3-2-1 and been bad in the 3-4-2-1. So he might as well stick with this because he knows either way he's getting fired. Because if he goes back to what Eric was doing with 4 at the back, and we're still getting slaps. So that's what he said. He's willing to die on his sword. So, but for Ruben, but I think with Ange, his addiction to the high line, it's like, bro, it's just not really working for you. Now we've seen glimpses of Ruben's working for him, even if it's patches. So we know that he doesn't have the wing backs to make it work properly. I think the wing backs and the clinical striker makes that system work properly. And playing Bruno in the 6 and Mainu in the left 10 for now until we get more support in the summer, I think you see a better Man United. I think the 2 wing backs obviously change the goalkeeper. I think you can't keep having these bozo moments.
Sentiments to say Average shouldn't adapt, but and definitely should.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, because you have to remember, Amrin just got here. Ange has been there a while now. He's been getting mugged off for a while with the high line. Amrin has just changed the system in the last 2.5, 3 months now. What was that? He's in about 3 months in. So I'm like, he knows if he changes back to the back 4 and we still keep dropping points, you're getting fired anyway. So get fired on your principles. That's how I see it. Because he knows, Norm, he'll get a job in a heartbeat.
Oh, yeah. I think you say that he didn't want to leave.
Yes,
he didn't leave until the summer. But they forced him in. But man is smashing up his hands, smashing up TVs and that.
This is the other thing, and this tells you how Ineos are mugging the fan base off. In the summer, Ruben was a conversation, right? They said, "Oh no, we can't bring him in because the way Sporting play, we don't have the players to do that. So let's stick with Eric. He had a good cup run. He got another trophy, kept us on the map. You stick with Eric and you say, He's trash, isn't he? But we're sticking with him. Then you fire him. What you going to do? Hire Ruben. Why? Why did you hire Ruben? Because he wasn't good enough in the summer. Not good enough. He wasn't. We don't have to players for Ruben in the summer. But you let him spend 200 million on players that don't play in that system, and then you. So you see what I'm saying about Ineos mugging us off?
Listen, it's mismanagement
exactly.
of funds. Mismanagement of funds.
The truth is,
and it's the same for Arsenal as well. Mismanagement of funds with Arteta and Edu.
Yeah.
Absolutely mismanagement of funds.
So on closing, what I would say is, why is Ruben here? If you said you never had the players for him in the summer, that's it.
Yeah.
It's mad. It's mad, no.
But listen, let's just quickly move on to the Fantasy Premier League. Shout out, Big D. Man. And then we're going to look at the what's going on prediction league table. Mr. Kofi Slot, he's doing really well. I'm not going to lie. So just quickly run through that.
Yeah, quickly. Well,
if it's not really started in
1
minute.
1 minute. Yeah, just quickly. Shout out to our top scorer, 63 points. A bit of a low scoring week, Norm. That was Godiva Warriors, Phil. So yeah, he had a solid 63 points in a very poor scoring week for some big cats, as in some of the big players that we have in our teams didn't really perform that well. Simon Jones, he leapfrogged me now, so yeah, he's propping up, not propping up. He's at the pinnacle, so we're chasing him. Where is Malcolm X dropped
down?
Just one, but still still 40. She outscored me 47 points. She outscored me, so and she outscored Simon Jones as well. So she'll be all right. She'll be in a top 10 finish, man. She'll be all right. Who else was making? It was my little bro at. He's in 6th. Very poor, 38 points this week. So he didn't make any ground on.
And I guarantee you, Kofi Slot is at the bottom.
Kofi's at the bottom. He's decorating his house, mate. He's I ain't got no time for this season. Next season, I'm coming strong.
Well, let me show you this now. Yeah,
there we go.
He might be at the bottom for that. Yeah, but
he's cooking, huh?
Table, but he's cooking.
Let's Kofi.
He's massive gap there, boy. So as you can see, people, what's going on prediction league table, games week 21 and 22, because there was that gap. So we've put the points total tally there. Chile has got a game in hand. That's why he's on game week 21, because he predicted the.
So he can leapfrog me, boy.
Yeah. So as it stands, Kofi's on 25 points. Ez got 3 points last Monday night.
Getting
a 3-1 prediction against Wolves, Chelsea, and he always seems to be. Well, he always goes for Chelsea most plays. JP languishing in 6. Out of the
it's Man United form that is for JP.
That is Man United form.
Yeah, because that's who he's picking, isn't he? So
that's who he's picking. That's who he's sticking with. He's backing his club all the time.
You see the last one, Norm? I backed Newcastle at home.
I know. Look what happened to them.
This is what I'm saying to you. Every time I back a team at home now.
Oh, mate. How's it that Bournemouth can go to St. James's Park and bag
and do that?
4? Clivert's another second hat trick. Yeah, that's his second hat trick. Listen.
Yeah, because he had the penalty hat trick before, didn't he?
Their manager, mate. Their manager is doing bits with them, and I think like there's going to be a lot of clubs. I think Tottenham might be looking at him as well. So,
I'm looking, I'm on the same form as you. Red, 2 blues and red. So we're on the same form, even though look, there's a gap between you and a gap.
1-0 who? 1-0 Declan Rice. Oh, Declan Rice, 1-0.
Man like Declan.
Yeah. Man like Declan Rice. Man like couscous.
Ain't it? You know the ones.
Havertz laid it off. Yeah, that's it. The fans now, they're going to go back and say, yeah, there's no problem. Arteta in and whatnot.
Yeah.
Get out of here, bro. Get out of here. But yeah, so as you can see, people, my daughter said she was going to boycott 2 games, but she's in the front room watching it now. So
she's watching.
Yeah, she's a junkie, as some people say. She's a junkie when it comes to Arsenal.
She can't stay away.
Listen, appreciate it. The newcomers in the chat. Big up to the guy from Angola. If you have not subscribed, hit that like button, subscribe and share if you're new. And again, people, I want to say a big thank you for getting me over the 400 subs on the road to 500 and then the 1K. Let's see where we go from there.
Man.
Really appreciate it. Thank you to everybody in the chat. Too many names to call. You guys have been really great.
Yeah, man. Big up, man.
Later on tonight, I will be doing a uploaded match reaction to this game. So I'm going to go and watch it now. and see how the individual players are playing. We have got a completely changed side in terms of Kivior at the back, Zinchenko at the back, Bart Simpson, as we know him as, Sterling starting on the right. So let's see what happens. Try Sterling, try and do something. Try and do something. Try and make an impact, please. I beg you. I beg you do. But people,
you know what I mean?
hit the like button, subscribe and share if you're new. And listen, we're out of here.
This is it, man. Take care, guys.
And God bless.